Oh, hello, and welcome to Seeing Crime. This is Zelda Kelly. Today is Monday, July 22nd, 2024, and we just got done with the Karen Reed motion hearing. Did you see it, or did you blink, and did you miss it? Because it certainly wasn't anything what anyone thought that it would be. And frankly, I knew that it was just going to go flashy, flashy, flashy on. But now let the games begin, because the defense team has a new lawyer. This third party, the third party witness, the third party, as we saw a few readings ago, come in. This new lawyer, Marty Weinberg is his name, Harvard grad from 1971, and who is a crackerjack in the legal profession. He is the one who drafted the appeal for Karen Reed and this jury motion. He's going to be arguing the motion only. He's not going to join the team as a regular, I don't think. So we're going to hear from him in August. They set the new motion for hearing case August 9th at 2 p.m. Now, Judge Bev blatantly said, I'm going to give some time because I know appeals are coming. But don't get disheartened. You know, the prosecution, the CW, can also appeal what Judge Bev has to say. Let the games begin. I'm telling you, this is going to be a wild ride. And yes, she has set the new case for January 27th of 2025. Wow. Okay, so let's get started. We have our friend the Kipper deck to find out and get a base. We're going to get a foundation. We have the Vintage Tarot and the Hidden deck. Now, I have another little surprise deck, and it's right here in the corner. You may have seen it in another video, but I'm going to put these to the side, and we're going to lay our foundation and see exactly what is happening. So here we go. Angels, guides, and spirits. Here we go, and we are going to find out what we need to lay the foundation on, and this is the first card. A main female. Oh, yes. Now, before we start saying who this is, let me get some other cards here, and we'll see who that means. I'm thinking that it's Karen, but it could be someone else. Pathway. It is Karen. It is Karen. All right, so here we are. I'm fixing these cards so they don't go askew on us. All right, so here we are. The main male. I think that is John O'Keefe. Maybe, but I think it is. An official person. That is Lolly. Gee, I don't know about you, but this is making me want to draw two more, so we're going to. Okay, so where are we now? That doesn't count because my finger stuck on that one and not in a way that I can draw it, okay? In all fairness. All right, so here we are. This one. A message of concern. Oh yeah, the plot thickens. I'm telling you, let the games begin. I'm going to set these down here too. All right, so let me see. This one. Thoughts. All right, let's lay our foundation, my friends. Let's lay the foundation of this new game in town because, this is going to be something. As we lay this foundation, and someone in the comments, and if it's you, I'm going to say this. You know who you are because they said that the cards are stacked against them. That's the CW. I love that analogy. You know who you are. I don't remember names, but I do remember comments. So please do me a favor, subscribe and comment so that I can remember what your comments are and talk about that. Okay, so as we go forward, this is Karen. This is going to be, pardon me, I got those mixed up. This is going to be a long road to hoe for her. I mean, we've got into next summer. I'm just going to say this all has to take place before this. I'm just going to say June of next summer. It should be June, the end of June. A long way to go. The main male, of course, is John O'Keefe. He's the one that we're asking for justice. This official person, there's a message of concern in which they're going to give great thought about. I don't doubt it. Did you see the judge this morning? She wished everybody a good morning. It's actually afternoon. But she didn't say hello to Lolly. Did you see that? I think she's just tired. And yes, she has a snarky attitude. But she's tired of this, just like a lot of other people. Let's get into the tarot and see. Now remember, Karen is the moon card. And John is the temperance card. We're going forward with this. And now we're cutting the cards on behalf. And I want to show you, I just got a glimpse of the bottom of this card. As we turn that over, it's the Hermit. You know who the Hermit is? That's Brian Albert. We're not going to pull him out right now. We're going to take this first card. That is Karen. It comes out right by her. And yes, that is... It doesn't surprise me. Now, I have a little something to say about this Devil card. So, let's see. Okay, and I got a little something to say about this Death card. And it doesn't mean that, so let's not get excited and let's not get upset about that. I think you're going to like what it has to say. We're going to put this deck to the side because we're pretty much done with it right now. This particular Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Coins is definitely an earthy money card. Now, what does this mean? This means that this woman is definitely money, and they're trying to break her financially. By adding Marty Weinberg onto this, I just can't even, I think from what I'm calculating and what my own attorney has told me, I mean, she's probably going to be into this at least for $1.5 million in legal defense fees and other fees. Yes. But I also know that her family is very comfortable, and I know that they're helping. So this represents her. She is a comfortable woman. And so that way we do know that's pointing to her and that this is a pathway. Now this Knight of Swords announces to us they're not done yet. The CW is not done yet. I know that there's going to be another trial. I think. And I'm going to say that with a little asterisk so that way I can amend that. But I will say this. Do you see how this is the most, first of all the knights in the tarot card are action-based. They all perform some type of action. The pages announce, they give the message, and then the knights carry it out. They carry out the duty. This particular knight is the most action of all of the knights in the tarot deck. There are 4 of them. This Knight of Swords is for communication, but he's also racing. You see how this, I mean, look, the wind is just blowing and this horsey is just, I mean, he is just racing to the end. And there's some power on here. But you see how the sword goes off the frame of the card. Remember, the swords cut both ways. They can heal and they can tear down. This is meaning they're certainly not done yet. How appropriate to come out with this long pathway, this pathway to the golden, well, there's the number 35 there, but to this golden idea of finally the end. But they're not done yet, and this is what this card means. The nickname for this Knight of Swords is the Lord of Wind and Breezes. He certainly does command. I can tell you that in a heartbeat. So we know that. And there is our sweet, look, take a look at him. I want you to look at him. Oh my gosh, I have chills. And then look at a picture of John O'Keefe. Oh my heck. Number one, of course he is. I have chills right now, folks. Let me know if you think there's a similarity in his looks. Yes, John, we hear you. Bless you, my darling. All right. This official person, Mr. Lawley, who thinks that he has got it all wrapped up and who is very smug. Let me say that. I'm just going to say, darlings, this particular devil card, there's a lot going on in this card. It is very appropriate to be near him now. All right, we're not going to make a snarky remark here. We may feel like it, but we're not going to get snarky. What this card means, and can mean, and usually does mean, is an obsession. This is an obsession for Lawley. It doesn't matter what he has. It doesn't matter constitutionally what he should or should be not be doing. It's an obsession of his. Plus, I feel that he's being pushed into this. But the other thing about this particular card I want to tell you, my darlings, is this card is the sign for Capricorn. And we talked about this full moon in Capricorn this weekend for Karen Reed. This is the zodiac sign for Capricorn. We are in the shadow, like we talked about. You can go back and I'll make sure that I link that in here somewhere, okay? So you can click on that easily and go back and listen to that, because this is the full moon in Capricorn. We are in the shadow right now. What does this mean? Well, it means that think of the Capricorn as a fiery, as a grounded fiery that wants to just bring all this, I'm going to say, muck, mire, mayhem, and chaos, but it also can mean a new beginning. And there's going to be some twists and turns. You see in this card, you see how those two people, aside from looking a little chilly, they need to put some clothes on, but they are bound by chain to this devil-looking character. It doesn't surprise me that Lawley is bound to this case. He's chained to this. Do I think he has a choice? No, I don't. No. But he is also convinced that there is something there and that he is going to win. Now, is he delusional? Oh, yeah, absolutely, I feel so. He is communicating a lot of things, but the one thing that I think that Lawley needs to take into better consideration is he ain't got much, and what he's got is falling apart. Look at Trooper Proctor. He was the star. But look at the inverted video, and I want you to remember that inverted video, my dear. Okay? Just remember that. This death card, now I'm going to hold my finger over there, so we're not going to concentrate on that. This death card, the death card, is also the sign of Scorpio. Now, I don't know if anybody in this mix of people are Scorpios or not, but what this means is there's a transformation coming, whether people like it or not. There's an end, and I believe that today marked this end of this CW era. And there's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be some twists and turns. Now, don't be too upset that we have to wait. I mean, we're going to be here in August. We're going to be here the whole time talking about these things, because I do believe there's more to come between now and this trial, January 27th. Look at these two cards. There's a message of concern coming to the CW. And it will be basically, you don't have a case, Mr. Lawley. You don't have a case. This is something you better think about. And looky here. There's a lot of thought about Karen Reed. There's a lot of thought about her. I think, quite frankly, it's going to be so stubborn, but I don't know if it's going to be Lolly anymore pushing. I think that the forces behind Lolly will be pushing even more. Now, when I said to stay tuned about the case and the trial and the inverted Sallyport video, just a little caveat here that I want to share with you. Mr. Marty Weinberg, the big attorney that they're bringing in from Boston, is also an expert on RICO cases. It also has a lot to do with witness tampering, intimidation, conspiracy, organized crime. Oh, yes. Oh, what a little web we weave. This case, I'm serious, is going to take some really crazy turns. We've got a long video here, my friends. Stay with me, because I've got a deck of cards here that basically says, what lies beneath? What now? Basically, what now? What's coming? What's coming? What now? Let's draw this card. A love story. Sure, there is a love story. The love story between Mr. Virgo and I believe Miss Aquarius. That's in my opinion now. And while I'm saying that, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not nothing except a card reader, a Kartentante, which is a German for a card aunt. Have my opinion, but it's based on what the cards are telling me. And I'm going to tell you, 8.5 to 9 times out of 10, it's right. So there's a love story here happening, and it's not with Karen. There's a love story that happened. And betrayed. Look at this. Deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted, a betrayal. And look who it is right there for our friend John. Bless his little heart. God bless you, John. And I got to say this. I shudder to think sometimes, what would have happened if Karen would have walked in that house? Would we have had 2 bodies on the lawn? Something to think about. Something to think about. Here we are. Someone from the love story got kicked to the curb. Now, you want to hear my opinion? It is a way out opinion, but I'm going to tell you this. I think Jen McCabe, in my opinion now, is no stranger to a little extra activity on the side. I think that she had a thing for John. I've always thought that since the moment that I've looked into this case, I have thought that. I think she had a little thing. I think the moment that John said, no, I can't do that. Besides, I have a girlfriend. Her name is Karen Reed. She became bitter. She became extremely bitter. And she became to the point where, oh no, nobody's going to kick me to the curb. And that's what made her bitter. That's why she had no feelings whatsoever, in my opinion now, allegedly, supposedly. That's why she had no feelings whatsoever about Googling that famous line, house long to die in the cold. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think. Total drama? Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's get a final message from our friend, the Hidden Deck. See, the cards are stacked. The cards are stacked, and look who is the main character. I want you to let me know if you think this main male looks like John. And you know, you're always welcome to say, no, Zelda, I think that you are so teetotally wrong. What is wrong with you? Because you know what? We all are allowed to have our opinions. I just want you to be kind about it, okay? Because you know what? We can talk. We can talk things out. Always. We talk. And I love to see you all talking with each other. There you go. Thank you very much. And we're going to now lay some cards out. And here we go. Oh boy. Well, guess who that is? Oh. Oh. All right. I could go on, and I know y'all love it, but here we go. We have to end these sometime, and I do want to get this out to you. So let the games begin. Here we go. This is the young Prince Albert Colin. This is John O'Keefe. This is Jen McCabe. This Jack of Spades is someone who is false, comes with a different appearance, says that he is someone who he is not. When he gave his testimony, I just shook my head, saying, really? I just, you know, I just wanted to keep tapping him on the shoulder and go, hello? Excuse me. Are you going to keep this charade up forever? Hello? But I don't do that. I digress. Here we go. This was a total gamble. This was a total gamble of having John come into the home on 34 Fairview Road that night. Jen McCabe, the orchestrator of this little band that she's got going, and definitely frustrated to the point where they all thought this was going to go away a long time ago. And the fact that our friend Karen is continuing the fight is definitely making them a little scared. And they should be a lot of scared. Because between now and the new trial, which I don't think it's going to be January 24th. I can tell you that right now. We want to mark our calendars, but I think there's going to be a continuance. But between now and the new trial, I do believe, my darlings, that there's going to be more coming out from our feds friends. Our friends probably will be giving some more to the defense, and at that point, this fellow is going to have a decision that he has to make. Now, what are the rest of these cards? This was definitely handled as an organized business transaction. I don't know. There's a C word for that. Conspiracy. I don't know. That's in my opinion. And you know, Marty Weinberg is a big expert in that. Enrico, just my thoughts here. Just something to give you a little thoughts. But they are totally frustrated. They thought that they were going to be gaining more money, more notoriety, and especially more power in this area. And I'm leaving this guy to the last because this guy here is, you see, you like that hidden? Well, this guy here is the same as this guy here in many respects. It's considered to be the death card, but it's also, you see that eye? That is all seeing. That means that this is not a pretty card. This card means and can mean prison, upset. It can be negative. It can mean someone just breaking down to the point where they have to come forward. It can mean it's a negative card like that. It's also a timing card, which means winter. Isn't that amazing? So I think we have a lot to look forward to coming into this next phase of the Karen Reed case. Tell me what you think. I love the fact that you do. And you know, all I can say is let the games begin, because we're all here for it, aren't we? I know that you all are, because I certainly am too. I want to thank you all for watching and for being here. More to come. We're going to be still reading a lot on this case, but there's a lot more that we're going to be reading on too. Some cases that are indirectly or maybe even directly related to Karen Reed. But I want to thank you for being here. I'll tell you, I enjoy bringing these to you. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next reading. Oh yeah, we'll be here. And thanks so much. I love you all. Bye for now.